In the vast and ever-expanding Marvel multiverse, few beings command as much fear, awe, and sheer respect as the Beyonder and Mephisto. These two titans of power don't just challenge the heroes of the Marvel universe, they redefine the very concept of villainy. On one side, we have Mephisto, a devil-like manipulator who preys on souls, making twisted bargains that often lead to catastrophic consequences. On the other, the Beyonder, an omnipotent entity from beyond the known multiverse, whose powers once dwarfed those of the greatest cosmic beings, including Galactus. Both have shaped the fate of universes. Both have bent reality to their will. But when it comes to the ultimate battle of godlike dominion versus diabolical manipulation, who truly reigns supreme? Is it the god of reality or the devil of souls? In this narrative, we'll dissect the origins, powers, and key moments of each character to find out who would win in an ultimate clash of Marvel Titans. Mephisto, Marvel's master manipulator. Mephisto isn't just a villain, he's a universal constant. He rules over a pocket dimension often mistaken for hell, and his influence stretches across countless timelines and alternate realities. Unlike brute force villains, Mephisto works in the shadows. He tempts. He bargains. He corrupts. From manipulating Ghost Rider to altering Spider-Man's marriage in the infamous One More Day storyline, Mephisto thrives on emotional leverage and spiritual debt. What makes Mephisto particularly dangerous is his subtlety. He doesn't crash through walls, he slips into hearts and minds. His realm operates on magic, making him nearly omnipotent within it. He can imprison souls, alter memories, and even bring the dead back to life, for a price. His powers are rooted in psychological manipulation and metaphysical control, and that makes him terrifying in a way fists and lasers never could. In the MCU, Mephisto's influence is beginning to emerge, particularly with his appearance in Ironheart, where he grants powers and twists fate without so much as lifting a finger. But whether it's comics or screen, Mephisto's impact is rarely direct, it's the long game that makes him dangerous. He doesn't just defeat his enemies, he makes them destroy themselves. The Beyonder, omnipotent outsider. Now let's talk about the Beyonder, a being so powerful that he once held the entire Marvel universe in the palm of his hand. Introduced in the 1984 Secret Wars, the Beyonder is an entity from a dimension outside the multiverse. When a failed experiment brought him into contact with the Marvel universe, he became curious about desire, conflict, and the nature of beings with limitations. What followed was one of the most iconic events in comic book history. In the original Secret Wars, the Beyonder created an entire planet, Battleworld, and forced heroes and villains to fight, promising the victors their deepest desires. He wasn't interested in power for the sake of control, he wanted understanding. However, this quest for knowledge made him extremely dangerous. He manipulated reality effortlessly, defeated cosmic beings like Galactus, and made the Molecule Man seem like an apprentice. He was omnipotent, omnipresent, and utterly unpredictable. His powers later evolved through multiple retcons. At one point, he was said to be a child unit of the Beyonders, a race of extradimensional gods. Another version suggested he was an incomplete cosmic cube. Regardless of the interpretation, the Beyonder is consistently shown as a being whose powers operate on a scale that makes even the Celestials pause. He is less a character and more a force of nature, with motivations that are alien, yet oddly human. Power comparison, reality versus soul. When comparing Mephisto and the Beyonder, it's essential to understand the kinds of power they wield. Mephisto excels in manipulation, soul ensnarement, and magic. His influence grows wherever people feel desperation, guilt, or fear. He has resurrected the dead, trapped heroes in endless loops, and rewritten history. However, his power has clear limits when he operates outside his own realm. On Earth or in other dimensions, his might diminishes. The Beyonder, by contrast, has no such limitations. He doesn't rely on emotional vulnerabilities or bargains. He is power. He reshapes reality, controls time and space, and can unmake matter with a thought. If Mephisto is a chess master, then the Beyonder is the board, the pieces, and the rules of the game. That said, Mephisto has one advantage: subtlety. The Beyonder's direct approach makes him more predictable. Mephisto, however, can influence beings as powerful as Franklin Richards or Silver Surfer without them knowing. But in a direct confrontation, a one-on-one battle with no deals, no manipulation, and no distractions, Mephisto would likely be overwhelmed by the sheer force of the Beyonder's will. Impact and legacy in the Marvel Universe. Impact is another important metric. Mephisto has been a constant thorn in the side of Marvel heroes for decades. His fingerprints are on many tragic and pivotal events. He doesn't end worlds, he fractures psyches and erodes hope. This makes his legacy long-lasting and deeply personal. Every time a hero makes a bad decision or sacrifices something dear, there's a chance Mephisto is behind it. The Beyonder, however, brought the entire Marvel universe to its knees, literally. In Secret Wars, he united every major hero and villain for a cosmic experiment. In his sequel story, he tried to live as a human, only to unleash chaos as he attempted to understand human desire. These weren't just battles, they were existential challenges. He made gods question their existence and mortals confront the nature of reality. In terms of legacy, the Beyonder inspired multiple crossover events, including the second Secret Wars and newer storylines that explore the Beyond Corporation. Mephisto, on the other hand, has become synonymous with corruption and deception. Where the Beyonder changes the cosmos, Mephisto changes people. Final verdict: who truly reigns supreme? So now we arrive at the ultimate question: who is truly Marvel's greatest and most powerful dark entity? Mephisto is the devil you know. He's dangerous, timeless, and operates from the shadows. His power is psychological, emotional, and magical. He preys on your desires, your fears, your regrets. He doesn't destroy the universe, he makes you want to do it yourself. His danger lies in how personal his influence is. Heroes don't just fight Mephisto, they carry his scars forever. The Beyonder, however, is on an entirely different level. He is not just beyond morality, he is beyond reality. His power is nearly infinite, and his whims can reshape the multiverse. He doesn't need to manipulate or deceive, he simply acts, and reality bends to his will. In terms of raw, unfiltered cosmic power, no one, not Mephisto, not Galactus, not even Eternity, comes close. If Marvel's multiverse were to face a final apocalypse, the Beyonder could be the one causing it, or stopping it, with a thought. Mephisto would offer a deal to survive it. And that distinction defines their roles. One is chaos incarnate, the other is corruption personified. In a battle where no rules apply and the full extent of their powers is unleashed, the Beyonder would ultimately overpower Mephisto. Because while Mephisto controls the soul, the Beyonder is everything else: time, matter, energy, and possibility. So in the cosmic chessboard of the Marvel multiverse, Mephisto may be a master manipulator, but the Beyonder is the hand that moves the universe. And in that truth lies the final answer: the Beyonder is Marvel's true god among devils. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.